Morning, everybody. Hi. Welcome to my show. Let's see if the algorithm actually puts it out into this one. I don't know. I tried it on the other channel and didn't hit the algorithm at all. So let's see what happens with this one. This is an experiment in the making, guys. So I am starting over again after my channel was hacked about a week ago. And so this is all having to restart everything all over again. I am starting rock bottom. So I don't know what I can do really with it anymore. Obviously, at this point right now, all my monetization was all in that channel. So I don't have any of that now. I have to rebuild. Everything has to be done over again. So I'm looking for, obviously, some new subscribers. So please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and let's get started on this. Yeah, my background being, of course, I am the gadget lady, and so I have a lot of gadgets, a lot of little things, a lot of big things, a lot of different ideas, which was part of my alternatives. They are not going away, uh, but I have decided that I don't know who. Uh, what where I'm going to go with this. I actually started the other channel and I started doing some lives on the other channel, but like I said, not even being pushed out to the algorithm. I don't know if this is going to be pushed out to the algorithm at all either, because the video I put out the other day wasn't even touched on the algorithm. It wasn't even put out on the algorithm. I went to search for it, even it didn't come up on the algorithm. So yeah, it's completely getting locked. I'm getting locked out of everything, and so there's no way I can do anything about it. There's nothing. Um, yeah. So we've got some people out here on the internet doing some things about religion, and I want to talk about them. So hopefully, I'm going to have some people come into the chat, and as they come into the chat, we'll talk more about these things. So if you join me here today in my live here, please feel free to put some comments in the chat part, and tell me who you are, tell me where you're from, and tell me a little bit about yourself. If you'd like to promote your own channel, go ahead. You're more than welcome to do so. I'm not going to guarantee that anybody is going to be subscribing from here necessarily to any other channels, but you're more than welcome to promote your channel so that other people can see who you are. And unlike some of the other ones that claim that that's what they're for, they don't really do that. They actually they're against giving each other their channel names, which your channel name should be what your name is on there. And I don't see why that should be changing, because you want to promote your channel. If you have a channel, you need to promote it. And so I'm going to be doing that with this channel very soon. That's my plan for this channel. Start doing the promoting of this channel with other places, and that I've got to actually put together more of the videos from my old content will be coming up onto this channel, and that will be what I have to do, because in order to make this thing work, I have to start making either some new content or use up the old content and put it back out there again. I had one video that was just rising and rising and rising, and it was just doing really, really well. And I don't know if I'll ever get that back. That's the problem. I don't think I'll ever get that back. The hacking job that this person did, whatever it is, I think they totally destroyed my channel. And I've contacted YouTube a couple of times to see if they can get it back for me, and they're still not doing it. They still haven't. I've checked. There's so many times I've checked, and they still have not, released the channel back to me. It just says on my thing that it's this channel will not be returning, and but that was before I did the appeal. So I done the appeal. I got a message back saying they're still working on it, and then it was so many days later, I still haven't heard anything. I sent another email and still haven't heard anything back. So this will be my long part of that story. That will be what I'll have to convey to someone eventually. There's enough videos out here, but I could probably contribute one to my experience. And unfortunately, it may take some time. So yeah, what I wanted to also go over though today on my channel here, this is today's video, is the investing. How to, there are some things coming up on the in the world, and there's a lot of things about digital investing. And this one that I watched, and I was looking up the information about one of the things that I was actually interested, and she came up in my list of ones to watch because I was interested in the thing I was interested in. And then she did a lot of word salad, a lot of blah 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 blah. My husband, and then she suddenly said the words, "God told me to invest." God told her to invest. I was appalled. I was listening to this and going, it's not what I was coming to this station, to this channel for, or whatever. God told her, God spoke to her and told her where to invest. And if you join her membership, she will tell you all about it too, and you'll be in her kingdom of God. Please. No, God spoke to anyone. Don't let them tell you that they did. God didn't speak to anybody. That's not how that works. And everybody who's a pastor, everyone who's a rabbi, any spiritual leader actually knows the truth. But no, they were never spoken to. I have not got a calling because I decided to read some books. That's not a calling. I don't. That's not your calling. You decided that that's what you wanted to do. You were told by somebody that you'd be really good at that job, and that's why you decided, hey, I'm going to go into seminary and I'm going to teach, or I'm going to, uh, you know, speak from the pulpit, and I'm going to actually be a leader of my religion. But that's not where your religion comes from. The religion isn't a book either, by the way. And I've tried to say several times on the other channel, I'm going to stick to my guns on this. I'm going to tell you the truth. That book is just a book. It's a book of stories. It's a book of broken telephone, of somebody telling stories over the campfire and telling people what happened to this and this, these different things. Again, religion is not a book. Religion isn't the book. Isn't the religion? It's a I don't want to say guidance either, but it's it's a string of stories related to the religion, and that is what it is. But that is not your actual religion. That's not your religion. That's not what religion is. I'm going to be very firm on this, and I'm going to say it many, many times on this channel. The book is not your religion. You know where your religion is? In here. This is where your religion is. You and you. This part of you. Every part of you, not just here, every part of you is, if you believe in something, believing in something else is not a religion. It's all a part of you, how you want to perceive it. What are you going to do with it? How are you going to teach others about the religion or about the thing you are so enamored about? I've gotten to a point, and I've listened to it over and over again with one of them toting that Jesus is the only way to go. And if you're not following Jesus, you will be, you know, sorry, folks. No, that's not how it works. Just because you don't follow the same thing as somebody else doesn't mean you're not worthy. God, if I did that, I'd be like, what the heck? um, yeah. And so God is not that. I don't even want to hear it. I don't even want to hear any more of it. Because God is not that. I think people need to start looking into it, start understanding that yes, it is a book. It's a very well written design of string of stories that tells us how a succession of things that went on to people, and some of it's even out of order. I think I've seen some things that I'd love to go through the books and say this is probably not the way it could have been thought to have happened, and there are questions. And if you don't question it, and you go, "Oh, I'm just following along everything. I'm so Christian, so Jewish, so Hindu, so whatever that I'm following the book to the letter." But that's all it is. You've just followed a book. That's all you've just done is just followed a book. Congratulations, you followed a book. That is not. I don't know what more to say. You followed a book. Congrats. I you know, I don't know what more to really say. But yes, God did not speak to her to start up whatever. God called her to start her channel. That's her wording on her page. Is God called her to start her channel on whatever date it was that she started it, and God spoke to her on where to invest her money, and so that's why she's so well. She's doing so well in life, and she's going to tell you all about it too. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you join the membership, you're probably not getting any of that. I'm absolutely positive of that at this point, um, because even asking her questions, go onto her live. She's always live. She does these lives continuously through the day. She comes on one time during the morning and then the afternoon, and she comes on again, and she tells people exactly, it's what the cult following would want to hear. Oh, we're gonna get this all. It's she's gonna make so much money because of course she's making so much money. You know how she's making so much money? One, she gets so many views, and she's got so many followers, so many um, so many people that have done that, and then she's got so many people that have joined her membership, of course. And if she's joined her membership, then of course, right? Okay, so that's how she's making her money. She's not investing anywhere because those things are not available to her to invest in the first place, from what I've understood. So, yes. And then everybody's going to be getting the other things she talks about. So, what's the difference here? It's a little crazy. I'm going to be back on another time to do another one of these at some point later on. I see, it's like I said, this isn't even being put out with the algorithm, so I have to find a way to find out how to do a little more promotion for my channel here. Not promoting the channel, but going into different other sources to let people know about my channel. And I'm going to be doing a lot more. I'll talk to you very soon, and hope um, you know you can join me for another live very soon. If you catch on to this live, please subscribe. Please, put a like, and I'll get back to you on the next one. Have a great day, everybody.